Our comments have exploded through the roof. So there you go.
Good afternoon, Lancaster. It is 2:00
on the dot,
July 27th. Oh, Chris makes sure of that he pressed the button just so we can launch at 2:00 every Monday here on Lancaster Connects. Welcome to Lancaster Connects, the show where we have great conversations with great people doing amazing things in the Lancaster, PA community. I'm joined here today by Drew, our sales manager here at Gardner's Mattress and More, filling in for Jeff, who is at the World Furniture Market this week, checking out the latest and greatest in sleep technologies and shaking hands, kissing babies, doing all the fun things in the Las Vegas Furniture Market. We're excited for him to get back and tell us what's new in the world of mattresses and sleep technology. So safe travels, Jeff, if you're tuning in.
And hope the air conditioning's working.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's like 100-something degrees out there now. That's why I don't go to the summer market. No, it's not the reason why I don't go, but it's one of the reasons that contributes. It's very warm out there. But we're here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, where it's like this stretch of beautiful weather.
Incredible.
The weekend was amazing, and it continues this week. Certainly better than the 100-degree weather we had a few weeks ago, right? And we're also joined today, two-time guest on Lancaster Connects, Pashk Sokoli from the PA Furniture Mission. Pash, welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, great to have you back. Well, if you missed the first episode that Pashk was on, you can go back and see that on the Lancaster Connects website. You'll see episodes tab at the top. It'll bring up the YouTube player. You can search PA Furniture Mission. You could search his name, find that episode. But you can also stay tuned, and we'll kind of do a recap of what PA Furniture Mission is, what your mission and purpose is here in Lancaster County and beyond, and kind of get some updates on what you've been up to since the last time you were on. So excited to have that conversation this afternoon. Of course, the top of the hour, we always do a mattress tip because we are sitting inside of the Lancaster Connect studio, which is inside of Gardner's Mattress and More, which is 830 Plaza Boulevard, right here in Lancaster behind Park City Mall. And of course, we help Lancaster wake up happy every single morning.
Since
we've done that for 36 years, coming up on our 37th year, 16-time Reader's Choice Favorite Mattress Store award winner, an honor that we are humbled to receive from our fans and longtime customers. But we always do a mattress tip at the top of the hour because, again, our goal is to help people wake up happy every morning. So, Drew, what's your mattress buying tip today?
Yeah, my mattress buying tip is to also ensure that you are pairing a pillow with said mattress. It amazes me how many times I meet folks who will tell me that they take their pillow everywhere. So it's obviously, it's important. A pillow is a third of your spine support. A lot of people don't know that. The top 6-7 vertebrae are tied more to the pillow than they are the mattress itself. And it's also, in most cases, a pillow is a quarter of your side of your mattress. If you take a pillow and fold it over 4 times on the bed, it will go from head to foot. And
you wouldn't think of it in that way.
It's and that's the thing. Like, people really dial into mattresses, which is awesome, but very often the pillow becomes kind of secondary. And I kind of liken it to buying a car. If you're shopping for a new car and you test drive a car, you don't ask the person who's working with you to put the tires from your old car
tires
on the new one. I want my new car with my new tires. And the reason it's a funny way to say it, but your pillow can drastically change support from one mattress to the next. I travel with a different pillow than what I use at home, because hotel beds are very different than what I use at home. So it's entirely possible that your pillow on your old mattress, while you hated your old mattress, the pillow was fine. Well, it may not be fine on the new one. Plus, it's also, it's just a good time to just do a complete refresh again, because it is so heavily tied to upper spinal support. So, like at Gardner's, we've got great accessory bundles that pull together sheets and pillows and protector, all of which you need anyway. But yes, please always keep that pillow conversation at the top of your mind, because it is, in some ways, it's as important as the mattress. It really is.
100%. So just to kind of expand on it, obviously pillows are sold all over. You can go to department stores, you can, Walmart, Target, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody sells pillows. What's the challenge with just walking down an aisle and looking at boxes of pillows?
Well, it doesn't tell you anything. It's no different than scrolling through the web and trying to buy a mattress. Folks that will come into the store say, I am not comfortable with doing this online. And you shouldn't be for a pillow either.
So then how do you buy a pillow?
Well, the best way to do it is to lay on a mattress that is either identical to the one you have from us, or I will always ask, tell me what you sleep on at home. Let's put you on something that's relatively similar to what you have. So you can actually get in your position, and I'll tell folks, go for side sleeper, go to your side, back, stay on your back. But you're right, walking down the aisle in a department store, nothing against a department store, but I've never seen anybody laying in the middle of an aisle in Macy's. Can you imagine?
In Target.
Maybe I should try that. I'll see what kind of a response that garners from people. But no, it is extremely important to test said pillow on a mattress in your position.
And how many at Gardner's, how many display pillows do you think we have to test? Not to overwhelm people with a number, but
no, it's not designed to overwhelm, but we've got about 50.
Yeah. Yeah. And because
everybody's different.
Yeah.
For the same reason we still have 65 beds on the floor.
Yep.
We are great at what we do, but the reality is not you walk in and, oh, you're a side sleeper. Oh, that's the one for you. That's the best one on the market. It's just not like that.
Yeah. There's no one size, one style, one
You and
type
I may both be side sleepers. We are built very differently.
Yeah.
We're going to have different needs.
And we sleep on different beds and sleep in different positions and all of that. Yeah.
It's like shopping for shoes.
Sure. There's not 3 shoes on a shelf.
Exactly.
There's hundreds.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yes.
Good stuff.
Don't discount the pillow.
Great mattress buying tip, pillow buying tip. Accessories sometimes can be forgotten in the mattress, in the kind of the thought process of, hey, I need a new mattress. The accessories can make as big of a difference. So pillows, sheets, mattress protectors obviously are important to consider as well.
100%.
Yeah. Thank you, Drew. All right. Pashk, before we got started here, we gave you a task, and that task, Chris is going to bring up the wheel here. This is the wheel of discounts, promotions. Some of these are a donation to a charity of our guest's choice. So anybody that's listening and watching today or in the future this week can get this discount if they come in and say they saw this wheel spin by you, Pashk. When you're ready, you know how to make that wheel spin.
Well, I think he knows how to make the wheel spin. So spin that wheel, brother.
Go. Love it. What did we have last week?
Was it a frame? I think it was a frame.
It was a free mattress protector.
Or no, I wasn't on last week. Jeff was on last week. That's right.
That was Jeff. Yep. Oh, here we go. So $25 donation in anybody's name who comes in and makes a purchase. We'll donate $25 in their name to Off the Streets. Off the Streets is an organization that you probably are familiar with Off the Streets. Yeah. We donate mattresses to Off the Streets. We've donated mattresses to PA Furniture Mission, which we're going to learn about here in a little bit. Off the Streets helps folks get out of homelessness, and then of course helps them furnish their home. So great organization here in Lancaster, trying to eliminate the homelessness epidemic that exists in many communities. But right here in Lancaster is this chapter. So nice wheel spin. I think it's appropriate. Not you're representing a nonprofit. We've got the donation. It landed on a donation item on the wheel spin. I love that. All right. You ready?
I was born ready.
All right. So, Pashk, this is your second time on Lancaster Connects. The title of the show is called Furnishing Hope Across Lancaster County. And for somebody who doesn't know who PA Furniture Mission is, maybe you could give our listeners and watchers a little bit of an overview of what PA Furniture Mission is, why it exists, why you started it, and what you do.
Yeah, I mean, the Pennsylvania Furniture Mission, we are a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We started actually to serve not just Lancaster County, but 6 counties here in South Central PA, because there was a big need in regards to furniture poverty. Furniture poverty is a big thing. When people basically have they get out of homelessness and find housing. Well, one of the main things that they have to find first, which is mattresses to sleep on. Otherwise, they can't.
The most important home furnishings you could have.
That's actually the most important one.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to be sleeping, which you spoke about sleeping good, if you're going to be sleeping, now you can make it to work.
Yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm. So it ties in very, very heavily with furniture and furniture poverty. And some people may not have the ability to purchase either new or used furniture. So that's why the Pennsylvania Furniture Mission was started, with a mission to create warm and welcoming homes for families and individuals that are leaving homelessness, veterans, refugees, families or individuals that lose everything in a fire or flood. So that's essentially the whole thing.
Are there any requirements that someone would have to meet to take advantage of what you offer?
So the only requirement that we have is that you have to be referred by a caseworker, social worker, church, synagogue, mosque, anybody that basically is helping you out in your current situation.
Gotcha.
When did you start PA Furniture Mission?
So the PA Furniture Mission started in June actually. But maybe we moved from Chicago. We moved here with my co-founder.
Yep.
Since we moved to Pennsylvania in June 2023.
2023. Yep. Yep. And where are you located?
So we're located at the Old Columbia News Press at 341 Chestnut Street, and that's in Columbia.
In Columbia. Very nice. Very nice. Can you give us a little bit of your story?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
What do you want to know?
Well, you're a little bit of an accent, right?
Yeah.
You're from Albania?
Yes.
Oh, I was going to guess Ephrata.
That would be a good guess too.
I know we talked a little bit last time about your story. I thought it was fascinating. So could you share a little bit?
Yes, of course. Born and raised in Albania, moved to the United States 7.5 years ago.
Okay.
To be more exact, March 2019 is when I moved to the United States.
So just before COVID,
that's right.
Less than a year before COVID.
1 year before COVID. But I lived in Chicago before. So, I lived big city.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I love Chicago. I lived on the South Side, where it's supposed to be, not the safe side.
Gotcha.
But I lived there and I had a lot of fun. Great friends, a lot of amazing people. But back in Albania, I went through homelessness with my family.
Right.
We did have a lot of hardship economically, and just did some work, obviously, in regards to do everything we can to get out of that poverty
in Albania.
In Albania. So I've started work in construction since I was 14, 15, as soon as I finished 8th grade, working with my father, construction, concrete and stuff like that. And after that, just working as much as I can, as much as I could, essentially, to actually help my family. And, obviously, because of all the things that I had to be doing and the work that we needed to get doing, right. My brother and I, we did not get into college, but we made sure that we could do everything for our sisters to get to college.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
And your family came over with you, or
I am the only one?
You're the only one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm like a lone wolf.
Now, are they still in Albania, or have they moved somewhere else?
No. So everybody from my family is still in Albania.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Do you go back to visit, or?
It's been 2 years.
Okay.
Exactly that I have been back, but not obviously with the work that we have and everything that I have to be doing here also. It just becomes difficult to go back and forth.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's a long flight. So
yeah, it's almost 20 hours.
Is it?
And I would imagine it's not. Can you fly direct from the U.S.?
You can if you have $8,000.
Yeah.
And I don't.
Yeah.
They say
it's not inexpensive to fly across the world.
Plus, it's not like in a nonprofit world you're making millions.
Yeah.
So
So you growing up, going through furniture poverty, is that where you would say you've developed a heart for helping others?
I will say so, because I know the feeling of actually sleeping on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Sometimes when I sleep Sometimes I go and sleep on the carpet floor because it just that my back and my body actually will sleep much better.
Oh wow, okay.
Than sleeping in a mattress. No offense to you guys. I'm sorry.
We need to show him The Rock.
Yeah, right. But yeah, I sometimes I do that.
Yeah.
And it's mostly because my body just remembers that.
Yeah.
Sleeping for like six years plus like that.
Yeah.
It just gives you a feeling to just do that, and yeah, that is one of the main reasons why I actually continue to do this, because it's very essential, and it's very amazing to see, especially some people when we finish delivering the furniture,
okay, right,
and everything, and I just see some people, obviously don't want to share names, but when you see them crying,
right,
after whatever situation they came out of, especially some situations, unfortunately, from domestic violence.
Sure, yeah.
But just seeing their faces, you'd say, well, Pash, you look like a tough guy. Well, sometimes I actually broke down because of people.
Yeah, you're picking up people at sometimes maybe the lowest moment of their life, going through a fire, or going through a situation where, like you said, domestic violence, whatever the situation is, it's obviously not a situation that these folks want to be in.
That's very true.
Right. They were put in that position, and it's great that PA Furniture Mission and you are there to help them out. So let's talk a little bit about, so you said somebody's referred to you by, like a caseworker, by a church, by an organization. So that person comes to your doors, I guess, comes to your facility there in Columbia.
Yes.
At PA Furniture Mission. So what are they there to do? Like what do you ask, like what they're looking for? What pieces of furniture they need? Walk us through that process.
Yeah. So we essentially provide everything that they need.
Yeah.
Right. So it starts with mattresses, box springs, frames.
Yep.
Most of the mattresses, box springs, frames that we have, they're donated. Right. You guys have donated a lot of mattresses actually too. And we're very grateful for that. And I basically, when people come to they're referred from caseworkers or whoever they're referred to. So when they come to the Pennsylvania Furniture Mission, they go through the process of selecting the furniture. We have a small showroom space that basically people can choose the furniture that they're trying to get. So they, in one way, they can design their own new space,
right?
And it's great. It's great to have that opportunity of choosing, right, because it also gives people a sense of ownership.
Yep.
And when you have a sense of ownership, you're gonna fight harder to maintain what you got.
Gotcha.
It's different, obviously, when you're just given furniture, right? Because when you're just given furniture, you're like, okay, I'm gonna do everything I can just to replace everything, and also besides that, it just gives people that ownership sense and more dignity, I want to say.
Right. Oh yeah, absolutely. They can pick out the styles and the things that they feel is right for their needs.
Yeah.
And for their style and preference.
Yeah.
I love that.
I actually have a little story for you.
Please.
Yeah, please.
So we had this client that was referred to us from domestic violence, CAP, Community Action Partnership.
Yep. My wife works for that organization.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, they're amazing people.
Yeah, 100%. They're awesome, all of them.
So they, this client, there was a couch that had this floral look, mid-century.
Sure.
And I'm like, man, like this thing is never gonna.
You're gonna see this in 2030.
That's what I was thinking. And so she came in. She was like, "Oh my God, that reminds me of my grandma's sofa."
That's what I was thinking. As soon as you said floor, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that's grandma and grandpa."
Yeah. And she said,
with the plastic.
"Can I please have that one?" well, thank God this one didn't have the plastic still on. I'd be going crazy because we have seen some furniture that still had the plastic on. I'm like, oh man. Which there's nothing wrong about that, but like it's time to feel comfortable, not to get sticky on your sofa while you're sitting. But that was something that I really never thought that was gonna go away. But that brings back
perfect fit for her.
The choice, and giving her a sense of ownership and dignity of choosing her own items.
So fun. And then you deliver and bring it into the home, or how does that process
Yes,
work?
sir. So we provide delivery service and moving service. So that actually comes with a fee, though.
Okay.
So
the moving or the delivery?
The moving.
Okay.
So basically, because obviously we have to pay the driver, movers.
Sure.
And there is trucking costs with that.
Absolutely. Yeah, and it's fuel and everything is not cheap.
You guys know diesel right now is probably killing you too. So I'm not gonna go into that conversation, but yeah, it is a fee that it helps us cover. At least with the staff that we're using for that.
Well, and I got to imagine that most of the folks that are shopping at the PA Furniture Mission don't have the ability to get it from where it is to their new place.
That is very true.
Right.
So a lot of the organizations that we're partnering with, they actually do have grant funding that they can use only for furniture and moving costs, and they use that for the program, which is great because I want to say, according to everything, all the details and everything that we have personally with our paperwork and all the reviews we get, also 80% of our clients cannot even pay for literally anything. So it's very amazing to see how all the partner agencies put things together just to get either get the trucking themselves so that they can help with that, or they just pay for it.
For your service.
Because to be honest, like if you get a U-Haul truck or a Penske or whatever, you're going to pay per mileage, you're going to pay the gas, you're going to pay the fee for the day. So it's almost $200.
Oh yeah. Our truck was in the shop for a few weeks. We found the rental costs are not cheap.
Yeah. And truck service is another huge thing that it hits us many times, So one of the greatest things that has happened to us personally as an organization was that we were donated a box truck.
Oh, nice.
By Interiors Home.
Oh yeah. Wow. That great organization.
They're amazing people. And when I got the call, we obviously needed to do some work in it, but it's a truck that is worth $20,000 some. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to the shop right now and get it fixed. So
that's awesome.
It was amazing to have, like, these are stories of people wanted to give, companies like you guys wanted to give back, not just to us, but also you mentioned Of the Streets has also a location in Colombia and also a location in New York.
Okay.
So they actually are more than one location, so they do have multiple locations. So but we're always basically filling gaps for one another, essentially. On where they cannot provide the services, and or other organizations are calling us, then we can fill in.
That's great.
That's fantastic.
That's
all work
great.
Together.
Well, so all the items in PA Furniture Mission that people can choose from they have been donated. So donated from organizations like we've donated mattresses and box springs. But what are some other types of furniture that's in there? Obviously, other bedroom furniture, dining room, living room, probably.
Yes.
What are some of the other items you have in there? And how does somebody donate something to you?
So the best way to donate to us is through our website. You make a request.
Okay.
You can make a request on our website where there is a tab that says request a pickup.
Yeah.
And for the pickup service, essentially on the top right corner, top right corner right there, you can basically schedule a furniture donation pickup, and if you scroll down, you can put all of the information and everything like that.
Yep.
And you also have a suggested financial donation for pickup service, because like we spoke, obviously movers are not cheap.
Oh yeah.
And we come inside the house and pick up everything.
You take it. Yep.
Yeah. We take it from the bedrooms or wherever they are. And we do have bedroom furniture. We have mattresses, nightstands, and obviously box springs and frames. And we have dressers and we have mirrors, and we have kitchen tables and chairs. We have china cabinets sometimes, which they're a pain.
Okay, sure.
And yeah, but they're fun. They're fun.
Yeah.
You know, they're challenging.
Yep.
But that's how you're going to be challenged to be better, I guess.
Yeah.
In one way.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's a good thing to have in life. If you don't go through some challenges, you can never grow.
Yeah.
That is the way how I see it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I say
I love it.
God has blessed me with some challenges to break through, so that I can see a better future. Better future Pashk.
Is there any types of furniture that you won't take or won't pick up?
Pianos.
Yeah,
that's a logistical challenge.
Yeah, or
as someone who plays piano, I can vouch for they are not fun to move.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I have stories about pianos too.
I can imagine. How about kitchen like appliances? Either stuff that would go on the countertops or like refrigerators, those sorts of things, microwaves.
So large refrigerators and large appliances, unfortunately, no.
Okay.
However, microwaves,
all the small stuff,
and stuff like that. Okay. Yes. Window AC units, especially right now, they're a huge thing to have.
Yeah. Okay. AC units. That's
yeah.
And can people bring you the donations? Like if they have their own way of getting it to you, they can bring it to your facility in Columbia?
Yes, sir, they can. So we're open Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Yep.
For drop-offs, and people can just come to the back of the building, because the front of the building is the magistrate's office, which is very safe for us to be right behind the magistrate's office.
Makes sense.
You know? so it's basically the dock area is behind the building.
Yep.
Yeah.
And are there people there that can help unload? You know, if like somebody brings a couple sofas and chairs
or a piano.
Or piano.
Piano, I'm not even good. I'm just gonna say, I'm sorry. You know, let me give you a location. I'm just gonna give them a Loxwama location here, Lancaster County.
Yeah, right.
Place. Yeah.
Right. Will you have people there that'll help unload though?
Yes, we
do. That's great.
And we do spray, sanitize, and clean everything.
Okay, that's a great point. Yeah,
you know,
because everything is used typically, and
And unfortunately, sometimes we have gotten furniture that actually it's not good.
It's not usable. Yeah,
it's not usable for our clients, because when you have a piece of furniture that it's very well, a dog maybe used it, in ways that you don't want to be used.
Right.
Unfortunately, sometimes we end up throwing that in the trash.
Sure. Yeah. There's nothing you can do with that.
No, because even if I use the commercial steam cleaner, the smell is still going to be there.
Yeah.
And, obviously most of our clients are coming from hardship, but that doesn't mean that we're just going to tell them, oh, well, you just deserve this.
There's a dignity aspect to it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I mean, a sofa, no matter what the situation is, might be better than having no sofa, but there's a dignity to, and that's where you solve that by letting people come in and select the items that work for their home. And then you're screening the items.
Yeah. Plus I experienced myself that and at some point in my life that people were just, oh yeah, this is what you deserve, because we didn't have money.
Yeah.
Right. So when you don't have money, obviously you go through stuff like that in life. And I personally don't want to see a family or individual coming to our location and just feel like they just can get whatever they can get.
Right. So how
I was just going to real quick, ahead. Since you were last on the show, have you seen the needs at least in this area, in this local market? Do you see more of a need today in 2026 with where we are versus a few years ago, or is it fairly even?
I would say it's fairly even.
Okay.
Because when we start, so 2023, when we started, from June to December, we were obviously brand new. We were very new. We furnished 102 homes.
Wow.
So
in half a year.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
And then 2024, we furnished more than 400 homes.
Okay. Wow.
So, and then last year, 2025, we furnished almost 400 homes.
Yeah. So that's more than a home a day.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's
average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So yeah. And this year we are almost at 200 homes. I know for a fact we're above 190.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's been very good in one way that we are actually able to keep up with the demand, because we also get furniture donations in bulk from hotels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like High Hotels, for example, has given us a lot of furniture.
Wow.
Are there any types of furniture, especially for someone who might be watching or listening, are there types of furniture that you need or you consistently don't get enough of, where there's more of a demand?
I will say dressers, kitchen tables, and chairs.
Okay.
And those are actually the only items that we can always have more of.
Okay.
Yeah, because other items, sofas, a lot of people buy sofas more than buying, other items.
Yeah, sofas can be kind of a fashion thing, so somebody might change their style and get rid of a sofa where they're not doing that as much with maybe a dresser.
Yeah. That's very true.
Kitchen table, yeah.
And we are also receiving furniture from Interiors Home. We're receiving furniture from Ethan Allen Distribution Center, which is close to King of Prussia. I don't remember their exact location, but they're close there. So their distribution center gives us a lot of donations too. And we have received furniture from Ashley Furniture.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we've received a lot of people around here are very generous.
Yeah.
And people essentially in America are very generous. It's very different from places I've been personally.
Sure.
Even in Europe, and what I've seen personally, it's people give much more in America than what they give in other countries.
Yeah.
And personally, I love people around here. I love this country.
Yeah.
It's one of the best countries to live in.
That's awesome.
If you ask me. So
that's awesome. And I mean, people donating items that they're not able to use, that's great, but they need a person like you. The community needs a person like you, having an organization like PA Furniture Mission to organize it all and be the really the conduit to get it to the people that need it. So, I mean, you're doing amazing work with PA Furniture Mission.
Thank you.
I love it.
Are there any major obstacles you're running into as far as any part of that process?
The only major obstacle is always funding. I'm pretty sure all the nonprofit organizations, you're probably going to always hear the same exact thing.
Yeah, everybody's looking for
and most of the times, because our organization is essentially mostly operational, and it's not like we are working on capital and stuff like that. A lot of the funding is for capital funding and not operational. So we run into those obstacles. But like I said, just people have been very generous and they've been amazing. Especially once they see the work that we do.
Are the bulk of your donations private, or do you get a lot of donations from federal and state grants? And
they're mostly private.
Okay.
We haven't tapped into federal funding because it's a lot more difficult to get.
Sure.
And obviously, I will say it gives me personally a lot more headache. Because
I can imagine,
because English is essentially not my first language. So and reading is not one of my fortes. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I obviously have have been working on grants, and I have volunteers who are helping with grants too, and so that's something that we are always trying to tap into, that because by providing all the furniture we provide, it's essentially the work we do with the moving services. We're providing employment also to people who are not going to get employment elsewhere. Because of the circumstances that they had in their past.
Sure.
Right. So our moving team right now, there are two gentlemen. They've both gone through homelessness. They've had their fair share of their past, where they were incarcerated for one reason or another. But every time that they are coming to work and they do the work that they do, essentially, they're always happy because they actually see somebody else that was in their shoes, that they were in their shoes, and they see that they're making a big change in their lives. So
I love that you're
and not
providing
having
that
judgment passed on them for what might have happened.
Well, the only judgment that probably is going to happen is going to come towards me, because when the guys are going to deliver the furniture, I always tell them, hey guys, anybody gives you a hard time, just tell them, hey, call Pashk. Call Pashk. We can't give you some answers, and if anybody's gonna get the punching, it's gonna be me. I'm gonna be the punching bag, and it's fun. It's fun sometimes to have that.
So just kind of shift into a few other things that you've got going on. You recently formed the Lancaster Lebanon Disaster Relief Lions Club.
So
tell us about that.
Yeah, so Lancaster and Lebanon Disaster Relief Lions Club is a new club that was basically formed, where we have, I think, almost 30 members right now. It was formed like 3 or 4 months ago. If I
brand new.
So it's very brand new, and we actually have done a lot of work, especially when the floods happened in Mannheim last year. So we did clean, I think, 15 basements.
Wow.
And we had almost 70 volunteers that day.
Wow.
And it was a Saturday, which most people just want to have a barbecue on the weekend. Right?
Sure.
So yeah, but I need a grill to do that myself. And basically, we have been doing that work since we had the idea. Mike Schaefer, he's our president, and he basically had this idea from before, and Pennsylvania Furniture Mission just ties into very, very good in regards to the disaster relief, because if somebody loses everything, we can actually help them with furniture and everything else.
Right. So the organization would help anybody like going through a flood, going through a home fire. What are some other scenarios that somebody might be getting disaster relief?
If they have basically a disaster relief, I don't know what you will call it, but if there is like a tornado, or anything like that,
lose a portion of the home.
Yeah. So we will be more than happy to basically help with that too. When the last storm happened, some of the members actually went on a Sunday to clean out branches.
Oh, the trees.
The trees that were falling everywhere, basically.
Yeah, we saw a couple of those where we live.
We both live in Mannheim Township, and the wind damage the tree damage is unbelievable.
Never saw anything like that.
So the organization helped out with some of those relief efforts.
Yes,
that's awesome.
That's fantastic.
There are some pictures of obviously some of the volunteers and what we've been doing. We have generators. We have other items that we can use in disaster relief, essentially.
Yeah.
So that is through the Lancaster Lebanon Lions Club Disaster Relief.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if somebody wanted to get involved with that, they can find out more information maybe on the Facebook page?
Yes, so they can find more information on the Facebook page, but also they can just send us a message the Facebook page, and we obviously, just like every other Lions club, there is a membership, and just send a message. Because I don't want to throw personal numbers out there.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, just send a message through Facebook, and we are more than happy to welcome new members. Because Lions clubs all over the United States and internationally are actually doing a lot of good work.
Yeah, absolutely. You told us pre-show about Joy's Closet.
Yes.
What's Joy's Closet?
So Joy's Closet was an idea by Joy Baker. She's my big sister.
Okay.
Well, I'm her adopted brother, I guess. A younger brother, her favorite brother. I'm gonna say. So if her brother is watching, I'm her favorite brother.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. But yeah, this was her idea, because she works with Complete Restoration.
Yeah. Okay. Great organization. Yeah.
Yeah, they're amazing. They actually have donated some time and resources to the Pennsylvania Furniture Mission too. But yeah, so basically she had this idea to have like a closet area for clothing and everything else that she had, because she was looking at the need when somebody had a fire or flooded, like midnight or 1 a.m. or 2 a.m.
Oh, right.
So they lost everything, and all they have is just a few clothes.
What they're wearing,
literally, because they were asleep and they had to run out. So they lost all their clothing. So her idea was to have a place where she can take those people, families, individuals, whoever they are, and give them clothing in emergency like that. So we are partnering with her, and we have a small area in our warehouse where she has access to do that, basically, with any individual that is going through that moment in their life.
And is it because we've had several customers who've had house fires, and we have to replace the whole house, and just hearing the stories are horrible. But if that were to happen, say 2 a.m, I have a house, like we fire and we have to evacuate, and this is something that they can connect with her through the night, or is it a phone number, or how does that reach out?
So Joy, she goes basically to assist with the fires, with the fire trucks and everything like that. Obviously, she gets notifications just like every other restoration company, essentially. But she will be on site, or if she won't be there, you can actually find her on her Facebook, Joy's Closet Facebook. And you can send her directly a message, because, like I said, obviously I don't want to throw numbers there.
Sure.
But Facebook Messenger, it will be the best way. And almost literally everybody has a Facebook Messenger nowadays. So
Joy is essentially paying attention, and if there's a disaster, she's almost reaching out to the folks going through that, and like, hey, here's a service that, if you lost clothing, I can help, and I can help immediately. That's amazing.
That is amazing. When she told me that idea, I was like, well, let's do it.
Yeah.
She was like, really? I said, yeah, really. I mean, it's not like I'm paying extra or I'm doing anything.
Yeah, you're just taking a small.
This is going to be you.
No, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's great. And then you're going to be part of the extra Lancaster County Extraordinary Give this fall, I believe, right?
Yes. So we are in the process of completing the forms and everything that's necessary to be part of that.
That's awesome.
Which is going to be a great way to bring awareness for furniture poverty more, and essentially also for job training and coaching as well.
Oh,
because when we get people who are in need of coaching and training for jobs and anything like that, most employers are not going to employ some people that have a criminal record or anything like that. So we're partnering with Career Link also.
Oh, wow.
Where if they have anybody that needs some place to go and get some experience, we do that also.
You can provide that.
Yeah. So that's one of the main things actually that we like to do.
Yeah. Because
a lot of people will have trouble to get a job after they have a record in their, in their life.
You brought up a good point earlier when you were describing your experience here in the U.S. versus where you came from, and one of the comments you made was about how giving and how generous folks are since you've been here. And we were just talking about that a couple of weeks ago, and fully agree with that. Especially Lancaster it's incredible the outreach that this community gives to each other. That being said, and there's so many people out there that want to help, that we've got a huge 55 plus population, and I see it here at the store with customers like, do you know any place I can volunteer, anybody that needs help? What would you say your greatest needs are right now? Is it furniture donations? Is it financial support? Is it physical volunteers?
So I personally cannot ask volunteers to lift sofas. Mm-hmm. I just can't. It becomes a liability.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now, sometimes I cannot ask my guys to actually lift some items, especially if it's sleeper sofa. We do not deliver more than first floor for sleeper sofas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
However, sometimes because I wanted to show them that I'm the guy. I'm strong. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Just here sometimes.
Yeah. Right.
You need to think. Yeah. So I've done that. Like delivered sleeper sofas to a second floor. With one of the other guys.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna take the heavier weight, and you just guide me a little bit, which was not fun. I'll be honest with you. But yeah, the biggest thing that we have for volunteers is that they can come to the showroom, clean some of the wooden furniture. They can put some wood glue on some dressers and stuff like that, because we obviously want to make sure that everything we're giving away is actually good, and it's not like wobbly. As soon as you put
it's got to be functional.
As soon as you put a book on the bookcase and it falls, right. And it hits you on the head. No, we can't do that. But and volunteers can also help with outreach, essentially. So communications, obviously, that's another thing, and making sure also greeting and supporting with client appointments, which is a great thing to do, because volunteers will see actually firsthand, the difference that the organization is making in people's lives.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's great.
So as we look to wrap up our time here talking about PA Furniture Mission, what are some things on the horizon? Like, what does maybe the rest of the year look like, or some future planning for PA Furniture Mission? How do you see your mission growing with the organization?
So one of the things that I want to say is that furniture banks all over the country, they're having a difficult time with fundraising.
Mm-hmm.
And that is something that I think most people, obviously, providing meals and providing shelter to a lot of people is great.
Mm-hmm.
However, how can we do something so that people don't need to go to those extreme situations, right? If we here's how the furniture banks basically are tied to not just stability, housing stability, but also mental stability. In my personal opinion, don't quote me, like this is not scientifically, or like sure. There's no, but if you have furniture in the house, you can invite friends, right? Your social life is going to be a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you don't have furniture, you don't have a sofa to invite your friends in.
Yeah.
Well, guess what you're going to do? You're going to stay away from fans, right? So that ties to a little bit of your mental health, a little bit. I don't want to say it's connected directly, but a little bit.
It's there, yeah.
And if you, like we spoke also before, like if you're going to sleep on the floor, your back is going to keep hurting no matter what. And you're not going to be able to go to work.
Right. It definitely affects your ability to earn.
Even if it's part-time work, but at least you will feel like you're doing something.
Yeah.
And if you have that furniture that is being provided to you, you can actually do all those things. Yeah. And like I said, obviously stability, it's a big thing that we that we have to think about. And a lot of the organizations, a lot of the furniture banks have that issue. And one of the biggest furniture banks that literally existed in the United States, which is the Philadelphia Furniture Bank, they shut down last month.
Oh, wow.
So now we are getting phone calls, emails from Philadelphia. And I'm like, I don't know what we can do for you guys.
Yeah, you'd love to be able to help, but...
Yeah. So for the future, I'm thinking only God knows, but,
maybe there,
imagination should be there. Maybe, you never know.
Yeah.
Maybe we're going to be able to provide services to Philadelphia, and maybe in 3 or 4 years, God will send somebody and just say, hey, you know what? I would love to donate a warehouse to the Pennsylvania Furniture Mission.
Yeah.
Why not throw it out there? Somebody may listen.
Absolutely.
You heard that.
Yeah.
But no, so that will be one of the things that it's always in my mind. Like,
right.
if we would have our own furniture, basically location where we have our warehouse, and we can provide more services into more areas.
Yeah.
Because the need is there.
Right. Yeah. The need just doesn't exist in Lancaster County.
Yes, sir.
It's everywhere. So, I love that. I love the idea that you're looking to help people in other communities as well. Obviously, you're serving the Lancaster community and surrounding areas very, very well. Over 400 people over the last year, calendar year at least, and the last number of years, over 1,000 people that you've helped furnish their homes. I think that's just unbelievable, and growing. So if you're out there listening, watching, and you've got some furniture to donate, PA Furniture Mission, or there it is, PennsylvaniaFurnitureMission.org, right there on the screen. Pashk will come to your house. Pashk's crew will come to your house and pick up the furniture from your home, or you can take it to their facility in Columbia. Obviously, if you'd like to volunteer your time or talents or your treasure to PA Furniture Mission, there's opportunities on the website there. Chris, a great producer at Cast Ahead Productions, has that on the screen there. And this has been great having you on a second time, getting an update on what's been going on with PA Furniture Mission since the last time we talked, and really just sharing all the good that you're doing in the Lancaster community. I think it's really awesome.
Thank you.
Anything that we missed that you would like to share that we didn't get to talk about, or anything like that? I know you got an event coming up in December, maybe.
Yeah, so we have another event coming up with the Lancaster Lebanon Lions Club.
Okay.
There's basically an event that we are doing to raise funds for the club.
Okay.
And more details are going to come on the Facebook pages. From the Pennsylvania Furniture Mission, and also from the Lancaster Lebanon Disaster Club, Disaster Relief.
Very
Club.
cool.
So
if you want to learn more,
check
out the Facebook page.
If you want to learn more, I think he's actually finding that.
There it is. Chris is like, he's on it.
He's on it, man. Like, how can he volunteer?
Volunteer. Well, he can volunteer his time to Lancaster Connects. Hint, hint. No, I'm just kidding. Chris is down in Georgia, but he feels he's like an honorary Lancastrian. He's like part of us now. So,
man,
Chris, we love what you're doing. Thank you for pulling up all the links there. So,
amazing work, man.
Yeah,
he's great.
He's the best in the business. All right, Pashk, this was a lot of fun talking about PA Furniture Mission. We're not done with you yet. We've got a few questions. You've been through this before.
Yes.
Connection Cocktail, just a few questions to get to know you a little bit better. You want to kick it off there, Drew?
Sure. So if you're on a drive, or maybe you're making a donation or picking something up, are you listening to music? Are you listening to a podcast? Or
podcast?
Okay. Is there a particular podcast you follow regularly?
Leadership podcast, especially podcasts from Orrin Woodward and Chris Brady.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Are you familiar with John Maxwell?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Very familiar with John Maxwell.
Yep.
And one of my leadership mentors actually sends every single day, sends me a 1 minute with Maxwell.
Minute with Maxwell.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm John and I'm your friend.
Yeah. Yep. That's a good one to learn from. Awesome.
That's fantastic.
Awesome. So, hey, friends describing you outside of work using one word, how would they describe you?
A character.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually get phone calls from clients and I just start, just being me. And this lady last week was like, oh my God, you're a character.
You're a character.
I'm like, yeah, I guess.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Where do you live in Columbia near the mission, or where are you?
I actually live here in Lancaster.
In Lancaster. Okay.
Yeah.
So the reason I ask, do you have a favorite local business you like supporting, a favorite restaurant, a favorite store?
I want to say Stubby's.
Stubby.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Which one?
The one here in Lancaster.
In town. Okay.
Yeah.
I live close to the one on Oregon Pike, but yeah,
Yeah.
he's a good dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Claude's a good guy.
They have very good food too.
Their wings are excellent.
Nice.
I like their
If you-
Stromboli.
Their
Oh,
Stromboli
yeah.
is yes, their Stromboli is really good too.
Very nice. All right. America just celebrated its 250th celebration anniversary.
Amen to that.
Yeah. Hey, in your view, starting your life in another country, coming here, what makes America so great?
The freedom you get.
Yeah.
You don't get the freedom you get almost anywhere else in the world.
Mm-hmm.
The freedom you get in this country.
Wow.
You can criticize the country, but I actually have friends who talk bad about America, but they live in America.
Mm.
I
Right.
have friends who are in Albania who lived here and they're in Albania and they speak a lot of great things about America.
Yeah.
Because the freedom you get in this country, I personally have not experienced it anywhere else.
Yeah. That's awesome. Getting your perspective, living part of your life somewhere else and then living your life now here.
Oh, many somewhere else's. Many.
Yeah, right. Right. Well, and it's interesting because I've lived my entire life in this country and there's sometimes you take things for granted.
Yeah, you become
right?
jaded.
Yeah.
So to have your perspective on that exact question is unique. So thanks for sharing.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I feel like a lot of immigrants, we still believe in the American dream.
Yeah. Yep.
Because we have experienced other things out there that did not permit us to have the freedom that we actually get here, like the opportunity to work hard, right?
Yep.
And do things right.
Yep.
And become somebody.
Yep. And enjoy big Strombolis at
Yes.
Oh, amen to that.
I love it. Pashk, thanks for playing along. Pashk Sokoli from PA Furniture Mission, doing wonderful things, helping folks in Lancaster County and beyond furnish their homes with dignity. I love it. Learn more at PennsylvaniaFurnitureMission.org. And I'd love for people to support your mission, whether it's through financial donations, furniture donations, volunteer hours. You and every other nonprofit organization needs our help, which Lancaster, we see it over and over on this show. More than happy to help. And also, if you're a giver during the extra give, PA Furniture Mission would definitely be a great place to direct those funds. So
thank you.
Thanks for coming on the show again.
Thank you
Very
for
much.
having me, and God bless you guys. Thank you.
Yeah,
too.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right, well, so we'll wrap up the show here. We're just about at the top of the hour here. I'll do a testimonial for Gardner's Mattress and More. I got to pull it up here on the phone. This is a Google review that came in just the other day. And Tammy, recent Gardner's customer, said, what a refreshing pace to walk into. I guess, I should just read the words. What a
Might be a good
refreshing
idea.
change of pace to walk into.
There you go.
Yeah. A store to not feel pressured to buy anything and to be genuinely assisted by a knowledgeable staff. The entire process was a pleasure. So glad we ended up here. I don't know if you worked with Tammy or if it was Phil or Chad, but you guys do a fantastic job making all of our customers feel at home here. And it's nice when we have, and humbling when we have
humbling.
customers that What's that?
I said very humbling.
Yeah.
It really is.
Not only do they trust us with their health and well-being through obviously a new mattress, which helps their sleep, kind of like we talked earlier, got to have a mattress in the home to, feel well rested and wake up happy every morning. But it's great when customers take that a step further and share their experience online.
Yes, thank you.
Sometimes it's a handwritten review. Sometimes it's an online Google review, which now we are over 1,000 electronic 5-star reviews. So that's Google and Facebook combined.
And we are, and one thing, and this is one thing I love, we are thousands handwritten.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that we've more handwritten where people took that time to write, envelope, stamp, and mail.
Send it back.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yep.
So thank you to everybody.
So that's the show. This is Lancaster Connects. Thank you, Drew, for filling in for Jeff. Pashk, thanks for being on the show again. Good luck with everything you've got going on with PA Furniture Mission. And thanks for tuning in. Again, this is every Monday at 2:00, Lancaster Connects. We have great conversations with great people, and hope to see you on future shows. If you wanted to be a guest on the show, go to lancasterconnects.com/guest, or at the top of the page, you'll see Be a Guest. Chris has got it up there on the screen. Magic fingers there. Just fill out a simple form. Tell us why you'd be a good fit for the show. We'd love to have you on and tell your story as well. And again, you can see past episodes on that site as well. So again, every Monday at 2:00, have these conversations with Lancaster. All right.
Thank you all.
Have a great day.
Comments have exploded through the roof. So there you go.